Have you ever felt like your body is quietly rewriting the rules without asking you? One day you wake up and realize the energy you once carried so easily now feels harder to find. Moments of desire fade more quickly, mornings feel heavier, and the man in the mirror? He's familiar yet somehow different. For many men over 65, these changes come slowly. So slowly you almost convince yourself they're just part of getting older. But deep down you wonder if there's more you could do. If there's a way to feel stronger, more alive, more connected, not just in the bedroom, but in the way you carry yourself every day. Today, I want to share a simple, natural habit that has helped countless men restore a part of themselves they thought was gone forever. It's not a pill, not a complicated treatment, but a daily ritual so ordinary you might overlook it. And yet, when done the right way, it can open the door to better circulation, renewed vitality, and deeper confidence. This is Life After 65, where we speak honestly about men's health, and always with respect. Subscribe now and tell us in the comments, where are you watching from? Because this might be the beginning of a change you've been hoping for. Part 1, Why Things Change After 65. I've spent decades sitting across from men who quietly carry the weight of frustration. Before they even speak, I can see it in their eyes, the unspoken worry that something important has slipped away. Many tell me I just don't feel like the man I used to be. It's not just about intimacy, it's about energy, purpose, and connection. The truth is what you're feeling didn't happen overnight. An erection is not a simple reflex. It's a finely tuned event that depends on healthy blood vessels, responsive nerves, balanced hormones, and a smooth flow of chemical signals. When you were younger, these systems worked together effortlessly. Blood rushed through arteries that were clear and flexible, your cells produced nitric oxide easily, and your body responded instantly to desire. But after 65, subtle changes begin to build. Tiny deposits in your arteries narrow the passageways just enough to slow that vital rush of blood. The cells that once signaled relaxation now work less efficiently. Lifestyle habits, years of stress, diet choices, and inactivity quietly compound the problem. And here's the part most men don't know. The blood vessels in your penis are smaller than those in your heart. That means problems here can be an early warning sign for bigger circulation issues ahead. This isn't just about sex, it's about your overall health. And there's a simple daily habit that can help restore blood flow and give your body a new signal to perform again. Have you noticed this change in your own life? Let me know in the comments. Your story might help another man feel less alone. Part 2, The Hidden Power of Warm Water. Over the years, I've seen men spend thousands on pills, supplements, and procedures, always chasing the promise of feeling like themselves again. Yet some of the most powerful solutions are not in a prescription bottle. They're sitting quietly in your own kitchen. Warm water might sound too simple to matter, but when you understand what it does inside your body, you start to see it as a daily ally. First, it gently rehydrates you after a night's sleep. When you wake, your blood is thicker and your circulation slower. A glass of warm water thins the blood, naturally making it easier for your heart to send oxygen-rich blood everywhere, including to the areas that matter most for a strong erection. There's also a vascular effect. Warm water relaxes the smooth muscles in your blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more freely. It's like warming an old garden hose on a cool morning. Suddenly, everything runs smoother. Over time, this improved flow supports healthier arteries and better responsiveness. Warm water also helps your body's natural detox process. It assists in flushing out waste and inflammation, two silent enemies of sexual health. And here's what surprises many men. I've had patients return after just a month of this habit telling me their mornings feel different, their energy sharper, and their confidence renewed. Have you ever tried starting your day this way? Share your experience below. I'd like to know if you felt a change. Part 3, Why Temperature Matters. One of the first things men ask when I mention this habit is why warm? Why not just drink cold water? It's a fair question. Most of us grew up thinking cold water was the refreshing, healthy choice. But when it comes to improving blood flow, especially to the most delicate areas, cold water can actually work against you. Here's why. Cold water makes your blood vessels tighten. It's your body's natural way of keeping your core warm. That tightening is fine after a workout or on a hot day, But if your goal is to encourage maximum circulation constriction, is the last thing you want. Warm water, on the other hand, sends a different signal. It tells your blood vessels to relax, your arteries to open, and your circulation to improve without forcing your heart to work harder. I've seen this play out with men who switched from starting their mornings with ice water to a steady routine of warm hydration. Within weeks, they noticed they felt looser, not just in their muscles, but in their response to intimacy. It's not magic, it's simply how the body works. Warmth encourages flexibility, and flexible arteries deliver blood more effectively. Think of it as a gentle morning wake-up for your entire vascular system. Not a shock, not a jolt, but a signal that today your body can flow freely again. Do you usually start your mornings with cold drinks? If so, I'm curious, would you be willing to try warm instead? Part 4. The right way to drink warm water for erections. Like many things in health, the details matter. You can have the right idea, but if you do it the wrong way, the results may disappoint you. Drinking warm water for better circulation isn't just about filling a cup and swallowing it down. It's about creating a small intentional ritual that works with your body's natural rhythm. The first key is timing. Your body is most dehydrated in the morning after 6 to 8 hours without water. Your blood is slightly thicker, making your heart work harder. By drinking a glass of warm water within 10 minutes of waking, you give your circulation an immediate boost, thinning the blood just enough to let it flow freely to where it's needed most. Next is the amount. Aim for about 10 to 12 ounces, not too little, not so much that you feel heavy. Then the temperature. It should feel like a pleasant bath, warm enough to relax your vessels, never hot enough to burn, or cold enough to constrict. For an extra boost, consider adding a squeeze of fresh lemon to support vessel health, or a pinch of ginger to further encourage circulation. These natural additions work in harmony with the warm water, multiplying the benefits. Many men who follow this method daily for a month tell me they not only see changes in the bedroom, but feel a steady lift in their energy and mood throughout the day. Have you ever added lemon or ginger to your morning drink? If you have, did you notice a difference? Part 5. What to avoid if you want this to work. I've met men who followed the warm water ritual exactly, yet weeks later, they felt nothing had changed. When we looked closer, we found small morning habits quietly working against them, undoing the progress before it even began. One of the biggest culprits is starting the day with coffee before water. I understand the comfort of that first cup, but caffeine constricts your blood vessels, the exact opposite of what you're trying to achieve. If you drink it before hydrating, you're closing the door before the warm water ever has a chance to open it. Heavy, greasy breakfasts are another hidden enemy. Processed fats and sugars cause inflammation in your blood vessels, making them less responsive. Over time, this slows your circulation and weakens your body's natural performance. Then there's inactivity. If you drink your warm water and immediately sit for hours, you miss the chance to pair hydration with gentle movement. Just a few minutes of stretching or walking can double the benefit. And finally, alcohol. Even a single night of drinking can dehydrate you and damage the delicate lining of your arteries. If you're serious about improving your vitality, limiting alcohol is one of the smartest steps you can take. Think of your morning routine as planting a seed. Water and sunlight help it grow, but if you keep stepping on it, it will never thrive. Which of these habits do you think might be holding you back? Share it below. You might help another man spot his own roadblock. Part 6. The emotional impact of regaining erections. When a man loses the ability to have strong, dependable erections, it's rarely just about the physical side. It touches confidence, identity, and the way he moves through the world. I've seen men avoid eye contact with their wives, shy away from simple touches, or stop initiating affection, not because the love is gone, but because they fear where it might lead. I remember one gentleman in his late 60s, let's call him Richard, who came to see me not for pain or disease, but because he felt invisible in his own marriage. He and his wife cared deeply for each other, but the spark had dimmed. We started with small, consistent changes, including the warm water ritual. A month later, Richard walked into my office, smiling in a way I hadn't seen before. Yes, his erections had improved, but more than that, he felt alive again. He was laughing more, reaching for his wife's hand, looking forward to evenings together. That's the hidden truth many men don't realize. When your sexual health improves, it ripples outward. Your mood lifts, your energy rises. You feel like yourself again, not the slower, more distant version you thought you had to accept, but the man who still has something to give. Have you experienced a moment like that where one change lifted your whole outlook? Tell me about it in the comments. Part 7, your next step. If there's one thing I've learned from decades of working with men over 65, it's this: change doesn't come from knowing, it comes from doing. You can understand the science nod along with the explanations and picture the results, but until you take that first step, nothing changes. That step can be as simple as tomorrow morning looking different from every morning before you check your phone, before you pour that first cup of coffee. Walk into the kitchen and fill a glass with 10 to 12 ounces of comfortably warm water. Hold it in your hands for a moment. Drink it slowly, letting your body wake up with each sip. As the warmth moves through you, picture your arteries relaxing, your blood flowing freely, your body quietly preparing to perform the way it was meant to. Do it again the next day and the day after that. Commit to 30 days, not as an experiment you try once, but as a gift you give to yourself every single morning. Notice not only the changes in intimacy, but in your mood, your energy, your confidence. Some men feel the difference quickly, others more gradually. The point is progress, not perfection. Every glass sends a message: you are not giving up. You are still investing in the man you are and in the man you want to be. Would you commit to 30 days starting tomorrow? Let me know. I'd like to see how many of us begin together. We've talked about why erections change after 65, how warm water can help restore healthy blood flow, why the temperature matters more than most men realize, the exact way to make it work, the mistakes to avoid, and the emotional transformation that follows. It might seem too simple, just a glass of warm water each morning, but simplicity is often where the most powerful changes begin. This habit doesn't just support your sexual health, it nurtures your heart, your circulation, your energy, and your overall sense of vitality. It's a daily reminder that your body still responds, still adapts, and still rewards you when you care for it. The beauty is, you don't need to overhaul your entire life to see a difference. You just need to start. Tomorrow morning, before the distractions come, give yourself those few quiet minutes. Pour the water, feel the warmth, drink with intention, and let your body take in the message: you're still here, still strong, and still capable of more than you may believe. If this spoke to you, share it with a friend. You never know who might be silently searching for an answer. Leave a comment and tell me if you'll be starting your 30 days tomorrow. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to Life After 65 so we can walk this journey together, one simple habit at a time. Your strength doesn't fade with age, it evolves. And so should your habits. This could be the beginning of a chapter where you not only feel more alive, but more connected to yourself and the people you love. It starts with something as ordinary as warm water, and it starts now.